Hello, everyone. Mars here. I'm just setting up my other device so I can get on here. See if I can find it. Oh boy. Okay. So today's Thursday. Just waiting for some people to come in. And I am going to start with just your basic flower made from lace. And this was requested by Tina from Happy Mail. And I'm also going to do some stick pins today. And I don't see chat yet. Okay. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So all I have is just a piece of lace. And this one is going to be just, let me check. I'm going to cut it off at about 13 inches. And let me see, where's my scissors? So good morning, whoever's there. And I use this needle. It's a very long needle. I think this, let me measure. It is 6 inches long. It's very sharp, and the thread I use is this. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. It comes like this, and you can get this at Hobby Lobby. So it's very sturdy nylon, and it'll go through almost everything. So the way you start is you tie a knot at the end, of course, and you're going to do a running stitch. And all you do is go in and out. Spacing doesn't matter. And go down the row. And just keep going. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? You're up early. What's going on at your place? I'm just making some flowers for Tina. I don't know if you were in there last night, but she requested that I make some lace flowers and show her how to do it. So you've been up since 3? Yeah, and you're playing hooky. Well, that's a good thing, I think. Why not? I'm so glad I don't have to work. Oh. But I put in my time, and now I can relax and do what I want to do. You go to bed at 8? Oh, mental health day. Okay. Hi, Debbie. I'm just making some lace flowers that Tina requested that I make. So you go all the way down the line and just pull it. I didn't turn my gun on. It's 5 a.m. in Arizona. Well, 10 years will go by fast. But I'm so glad I don't have to work anymore, especially living here in Michigan. And geez, I remember getting out. It'd be 20 below, and I'd have to scrape off the car and drive to work. So what you do is you gather it all together, and you put the 2 ends together. If I can see, guess I should turn on a light, and then pull it really tight. So you got something that looks like this, and then you're going to close it. I'm going to have to turn the light on. I can't see nothing. Okay, so the two ends, there I can see now. Pull it and then stitch it a couple times at the very end. Hi, Siobhan. How you doing? Yeah, it used to be real cold. Well, it's still cold. I just don't have to get out into it. And then, when your glue gun gets hot, you glue the two ends together. So glad you guys joined me this morning. Okay, so this is, you can cut this off now. Yeah, drinking coffee. I don't drink coffee. I drink pop. I've never drank coffee. I like the smell of it, and I like the taste of it in frosting. So, let's see if I'm hot enough. I'm doing just your basic simple lace flowers, and I'm going to do some stick pins for Siobhan this morning. I get a little bit of glue. I use a low temp glue gun. And yeah, I'd seen that this morning, Siobhan. I haven't got over it. You just put it on while I was coming on. So there's your flower, your lace flower, and you just kind of spread it around. Make sure everything's even. I'm going to glue this better. What are you giving away? What's the challenge? You want to go around, make it even. I know you all know how to do flowers, but I don't think Tina does. And she was so excited. Somebody sent her a flower and she loved it. 2 stick pins and 2 tags. Great. So you can do anything with these flowers. You can put it on your project just like that. Put a center in it. Let me see if I got a center. I got so much junk out here this morning. I didn't bring any of my centers. Well, I'll pretend with this. Let's see. You guys know you can take these bead cap, and just squish it down, and you can make a center. Isn't that cool? So put your center in there. Then you can take this and put it on a doily. You can get a little bit wider lace and make another row. Oh, you don't know how either? Well, you can use real tiny lace for your journaling, and let me see what else do you, your cards, if you make cards, your pocket letters. Let me make a small one for you. So these look, you can put as many layers as you want on a flower. So I would usually get a little bit bigger lace and come out a little bit more and put it on a doily, and then do another lace and another doily, and just keep building them up if you want them big. So let me find a little piece of lace. This one here is a little bit smaller, and we'll do this one. Not much smaller. but they don't have to be any particular size. Just whatever you got, you can make it work. So you start off, anchor it down, and you just go down the row. I'm not going to make this that long. I should cut it off. About 12 inches is a good size. You get a good, nice ruffle. Now see, this one has a scallop edge to it, and then the pink one had a real tiny scallop edge to it. Now, I've seen Belinda, she'll take 2 pieces of lace and put them together and sew it all at once. So you'll have 2. Let's see if I want to do that. You can go, I wouldn't go nowhere past 3 layers. But do you think that would be pretty? Let's try it. Let me get the right length here. I find these on eBay, and I love them. Morning, honey. How you doing? But it's not early to me. 3 a.m. is early to me, and I try to get going at least by 6 a.m. But I have to go in and watch everybody's videos and all that stuff before I get started. So what I'm doing is I'm making lace flowers. It was a request. And this time I'm doing a double layer. I guess I should get in front of the camera. I used to work the 2 to 11 shift, and I've never gotten out of that that habit of being up late and getting up early. So all you do is the running stitch in and out. Spacing doesn't matter. Just get down the line. So if you want, I'll leave a link to where you can buy these needles. I found a real good dealer that sells them. I can't remember the price. It's not very much because you get 50 of them. And you can make stick pins out of these. These are stainless steel needles, so they're not going to rust. And what I like, you know, if you're using a short needle, you're always having to advance your line to get it off the needle to make more room. This, you don't have to do that. It can all stay on one line until you're ready to pull it. So this is a double layer one. I learned this from Belinda. And it saves you a little bit of time. Okay, so I've got too much here. I'm going to cut it off. And then you just pull it down. Now you can either close it that way or close it this way. I think I'm going to have the pink on top. And just pull it all the way down. Pull it tight. And then you're going to sew the 2 ends together. Just at the top. You don't need to sew all the way down that little seam. Tina will come in later and She might not be up this early this morning, but she'll be able to watch the rerun. This is a little tough to get the needle through when you got 2 layers, but just do 1 layer at a time, get it through there. Of course, it's a little harder when everybody's watching you. And then you pull it tight again. And you want to go through again and put a knot in it. There we go. Going through 4 layers. And tie it off. I'm using, no, you can use any thread, but I use this. You can get it at Hobby Lobby in the embroidery section. It's nylon, so I think I've broken this once. This is the first one, the first roll I've ever bought, and it's lasted me over a year and a half. So there's a lot on here, and it's real strong, and you don't see it. After you're done sewing, it just disappears. So I cut that off and then open it up, spread it around. And if your flower is thick and nicely, you really don't have to close it up. But I do. I take the ends and glue them together. See, there's my ends. I'm going to put some glue on it. Just, let me see. I want it to go this way. Glue off my fingers. So that's that one, and this one's a double layer. And then you put your center in there. I never put a center in until I'm ready to work on a project. I don't have any centers out here right now, so I'm making one out of an end cap for a bead. So there's your center. And you can even put in another layer like that. And then you just keep building it up. You can leave it small. Just a simple, just get a tiny piece of lace. You can make these smaller, of course. And then you can put it on a doily. Set that on a doily. Put that on top. Put your center. Of course, this isn't this doily is too big. I would cut it down, or you can leave it like that. It doesn't matter. You can put another larger flower in the back. Just add whatever you feel like you want to do. Yeah. Okay, so that's it on the lace flowers. You can use anything. It don't have to be lace. It can be fabric. Just cut your fabric into strips. I like this one with the double on it. You can make them as big as you want or as small as you want. It's totally up to you. You're the designer. I found another little end cap. Hello, honey. How you doing? I'm just making some lace flowers. If you don't have any centers, Here's another type, and this is just a bead cap. You can use those. You can use pearls. Let me see if I got any of those. I got all kinds of beads out here this morning. I'm going to get to making a stick pin. You can use beads for centers. I don't have any pearls out yet. If I can get the bag open. There's a pretty green one. This is really too big for this flower, but you get the idea. I've even used metal pieces like this one. Got any old earrings? Let's see. You could put a butterfly in the center, just like that. So use what you got. Okay, let me put some of this up, and I'll start on the stick pins. These would make great tops for stick pins also. I'll leave some of this out. Get some of this out of the way. Yeah, I like to use bead caps for centers because they're cheap. They're pretty. Okay. I'll go through some of the types of stick pins I have. I got a bunch of them out. Let's see. Now, like I just said, you can use this size to make a really nice big stick pin. They turn out really, really pretty. And then I've got these. I ordered these online. It's this type. It comes with the ball. This is actually the top of the stick pin. And you put stuff up here. And then it comes with the stopper for the bottom. So there's that type. This one is silver, I believe. And they come in all different kinds of colors. This one is the purple. Let's see how much these measure. They're about 3.5 inches. This one was the gold, and this one is the silver. And then that's those types. I'll try and find the links to this. I can't remember if I got these off of eBay or international, so I'll have to check that. Oh, and they do come in white, the pearls. Aren't those pretty? So maybe I'll make one of these today. The pearl one. No, don't want to do that. And then the other type I got is these. You can get these at Michael's, this type. This is the most common one. This one measures about 3¼ inches. You get a whole pack of 50 or 100 or whatever it comes in. I've got those. And then I've got some of these. They've got the different top on them. That top. And then you can find this. These are kind of like needles, but they don't have an eye to them. And it's just the top. And you can find these online too. So I think I'll bring out a couple. I'll do some small ones and some little ones and a big one. And then they also have this type that are colored. So you can find a lot of different varieties of stick pins. So all you need to do is just stack up your stick pin with beads. And what I like to do, I'll try and get this, I hope I don't take too much time, but on your stick pins at the very top, put your bead on. Let's see, what do I want to put on? I got a whole bunch of beads out here. And I'm not dainty. Everything I make is big. So what color do you want to see? These are real big ones, and you have to glue these down with E6000. How about this one? You want to try this one? Pink. Yeah, I kind of thought that you would say pink. You guys with your pink. So you can, I've got all kinds of these. I've shown these before. Great big things. Something like this. So these are fun to use on the bigger pens. So I will do a big pen. Okay, we got that. And then we need, so you're going to put this on, and you're going to have to glue it on. This is the bigger one. So let me, it's not going to stick, but I'm just going to do a demo on it. I'll put some glue here, this hot glue. So get that on there. And I'll go back and put E6000 on this later. But just to show you. And then on my stick pins, I like to put a charm on them. I'm a pink and silver. I like all kinds of colors. So the next thing you want to do is put your chain on, if you want to put a chain on it. And you can use small chains also on the smaller stick pins. So you just thread that on, and you can put a charm on it. Just like that. Oh, I like rose gold too. I love rose gold in jewelry. So you just start building up your line, and I put about halfway down the pin, maybe even less than halfway. Let me see if I can find some white beads. You can put a bead tip or a bead cap on. Just like that. And I'll glue that down. That covers up your little glue right here. Get that on there. Oh, I love purple and blue together. I like red and pink together. So we have that so far. My chain might be a little long. I might have to cut some of that off. And then you just find beads that'll fit on your stick pin, like that. And I need some different colors. Here's the purple. And then you want to put different sizes on. Let me find some more beads. I've got a whole bunch out of here today. This is how I store some of my beads. You can get this at Joann's and Michael's. It's called a Tic Tac. And so I store them. This is like a Tic Tac container. And take out. See if I can get one of these pearls on. Sometimes pearl heads are the pearl holes are not very big, so you just have to find beads that'll fit. I need something different though. Let's see what I got. And you just keep putting things on that you like. It doesn't really matter. I need maybe I'll put a little silver one here. I can get it go through. Oh, that one won't fit. Put this silver ball here. Silver ball, and then I want a bigger one, maybe a bigger pearl. Yeah, I'm alone by myself most of the day. So I have to talk to myself. Nobody else will talk to me. And I just dropped my container. Okay, so let's put a bigger pearl on. And you just play around until you get what you like. No, I'm not really. Well, yeah, I'm kind of organized, but my problem is I craft in the kitchen, and I have to walk to the craft room to get my stuff, and it drives me nuts. But I have no room in my craft room to sit. So how's it looking? What else do I need to add? Another little pearl or another color. Let's go with this purple one. And of course, just take your time. Right now I'm just showing you what you can do. But usually I would put little bead caps between each one, or a rondelle. Let's see if I can find those. This is the hard part, deciding what you want to do. Looking for the rondelles. I would say I got about at least 75 of these boxes full of crap. But I've been collecting for many years. You can use letters. You can use anything you got. You can use these little tiny beads for a spacer bead. You can use this type of bead. Let's see. You can use crystals. Crystals are real pretty. Whatever you can fit on this line, you can use. What part of Michigan do you live? I'm in Halesdale. I'm in Berrien County. I live on the border of Michigan and Indiana. And I'm 30 miles east of Lake Michigan, right at the very tip. Okay, I found a charm I want to put on, so I'll show you how to put the charm on. Let's see. You put any kind of charm you want. like this little heart and the key. I think I'll put that on. But I need to finish this at the bottom. Let's see. Choices, choices, choices. I was looking for a little bead cap, a small one. Let me see. I usually don't. I just bought my first container of stick pins. Oh, okay. So you got a whole bunch you can do, huh? Oh, I love crystals. I go to antique malls and look for crystal necklaces from the, I guess they were from the 30s, 40s, 50s. You can find some really nice crystals. They're actually a true crystal. The ones you get today are glass, I think, but those are okay too. They sparkle just as good. Hi, Belinda. How you doing? Girl, I'm so happy for you. I'm just making stick pins. I'm working on this big one. And I'm going to put the bottom on it now. Just, you don't want to make them, you don't want the beads all the way down here. It won't go in your book. So I'm going to glue that little piece on. And that'll be it for that one. But, whoops. That didn't work out real good. Put that on. And you want to use E6000. Don't use hot glue. But this is just for demonstrations. I'll go back and redo this. Okay, so I'm going to cut this chain down a little bit, and I'm going to put a charm on it. So I just took a link off, and I'll hook this link back. What charm do I want to use? Should I use the glasses or a heart? This is a little vintage silver heart. This would be cute for Brandy, a bicycle. Heart and key? Okay. What did I do with it? I think it's this one. There's the heart and the key. And it's got another little tag on it. So I'll use that one. So I just slip that back onto the link that I took off and attach it to my chain. Okay, there's the big one. Isn't that cute? We used to say you owe me a Coke if you went under a bridge and didn't raise your hand up in the air and say bridge. Did you guys ever do that? So that's my first one. And that's basically all you have to do to a stick pin. And use anything you got. Here's a pretty pink pearl I can use. Never did that. Well, we used to raise our hand and say bridge, so the bridge didn't fall on you. And if you didn't say bridge, then you owed everybody in the car a Coke. What kids do. So let me see, what else can I make? You want to see another one? Well, you guys know I like big things, and I don't know why. I'm just not a dainty person. I like to see what I'm doing, and it's hard for me to do dainty things. I don't know why, but it is. This would be pretty as a dangle on a stick pin, one of the bigger ones. Little unicorn as a dangle. I love these little things to put with bigger things, I guess. This is the first stick pin I've seen. Really? What kind of crafts do you do besides nails? That is amazing to me that you can do those nails. It's an art. It really is an art. It's miniature art, and I love it. If y'all haven't seen Platinum Nails, go over and check out her. No, these are easy to make. Sub to everybody. If you see somebody in the room that you're not a subby to, go check them out, because we all have our beautiful work that we do. No, I'm not a pro. No. I just like to mess around and play with little things. And yes, she is awesome lady. I'm just amazed, because I used to do that in college. We didn't have stuff you guys have now with nails, but we did have the acrylic. No, wait. What's the other one called besides acrylic? And I tell you what, it's not easy. My stuff used to harden up before I got it on. So I don't know how you do it. It was a mess. Oh, gel. Okay, so we had the acrylic. We didn't have gel. So I don't know what the difference is. But, yeah, I've tried it, and that's not easy. That's hard. So... Oh, what's everybody going to do today? Should I make another pin? Yeah, I'll leave a link to where you can get these big ones. I love the big ones, and then all you need is one big one. If you're doing a needle book, just use one and then make some little ones to go with it. All right, do you want to do some crystal ones? Let's see how that'll look. Oh boy, those are all chains, and I've even used the really tiny chains on stick pins. This one, that's a chain in there, but you really need a really small jump ring. You can make jump rings out of your chains. See, this one, and then I just used this one. So I like to do small things, but I like to do big things too. So let me see if I can use this on a smaller needle. I think I'll use this one. This size. I'll find some charms to go on this. Get the length of, so this one I don't have to put a top on. It's already got a top, so I'm going to put my chain on. Do any of you guys use the chains and the charms on your stick pins? I use a lot of nail products for embellishments too, so you guys go watch her do her nails, and I can't remember seeing a video with you using embellishments, but I sure you do. Well, it's something different on stick pins. I'm going to cut this one off because I can't see to see the loop on it. I'll have to put a jump ring on this one. Let me get some of this out of the way so you can see. So if you're putting a stick pin in a container, you know, like what do you call those? Pin cushions, and you've got a chain hanging from it. It's really pretty, you know, if you put it sideways like that in your pin cushion, then you got the chain and the dangle. Very pretty, and if you got a bunch of them too, they're real pretty together. Different ones. Okay, so I've got my chain on, and I'll go find my crystals here. These are kind of like a frosted crystal. Let me see. Oh, we're gonna start, and I don't have any bead caps to go with this. I don't know where my bead caps are. Let me check. These are all too big. Well, we'll go and do without the bead caps. But I do have some silver here I can use. Silver balls. I like these. Okay. So I just put a crystal on. I can see. And you guys like the color pink, so I'll use another pink. Are you all pink today? My favorite color is blue. I love blue. Now you're not going to get too many beads on this short one. That's why I like to use the long one. Is because I can use more beads. And you want to use big, little, little, big. Put a variety on there. These filigree balls are kind of hard to find the hole on it because there's so many holes. There we go. And then let's put a little pink one on. I can see. Might have to find my glasses. It's pink. And then let's put another crystal on. Oh, let's put a pearl on. I can't get too many more on there. Let me find a little pearl. Here's one. How to make chunky charm dangle one day. Yeah, do your chunky charms. I love chunky charms, dangles. But of course I make them big. I make them, oh, you know, thick. See, these need little bead caps, but I can't find them. I stick at them. Oh no, yeah, do your video, okay? And let's see if this little crystal ball will go on here, and then I'll have to stop. Dang it. Okay, now I gotta find a charm. Tiny little charm. Let's see. Get this out. I need something small. Nothing small enough. This one. So, what other stuff do you want to see me do? I'm looking for a small charm. Oh, here's some. Oh, those are red. Let's see what I got here. How about this one? It's a crisp. Well, that one's red. Let's see. I thought I had a clear one. How's the clear one? Or is that green? That's green. Pink and green? Tutorial on dangles. What kind of dangle? Like a chunky charm dangle or dangle charm? So you want the ribbons and lace and dangles with chain. So it'd be ribbons and lace with a bunch of chain. Okay, I can do that. Those are fun to make. I love doing stuff like that. But I make them big. I know you ladies are very dainty compared to some of my stuff. Some of my stuff I don't want to even show because it's big. Okay, let me get this on here. This is going to be difficult. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. Let's see if I can get it on this chain because it is a small chain. So, let me clear the deck here. Oh, I think this jump ring's too big. I'm going to take it off. I want to make that chunky charm with the bird cage. So I might work on that bird cage today. And that'll be the base of my chunky charm. Now, I gotta find a jump ring. I got some real tiny ones. Thanks. I might have to go get them. Let's see, here's some. So you can get your jump rings in all different metals and sizes, and the smallest I've got is I think a 4mm. Let's see if this one will fit. And if you have OCD like I do, you mark every container and what's in it. Okay, so yeah. Let's see if I can get this on this chain. And I've been making jewelry for many, many years. This one has a problem. This one is closed, so I can't open that one. Let's get a different one. Millimeter. Let me see. Let me try. This one's really too big, but I might not have much of a choice here because my chain is so small. But let's see. Yeah, this one's really too big, but I'll do it anyway. I just lost all my beads. That's all right. Let me get the chain on here. Just going to show you how to do it. See if I can put this on right. My chain's too long, isn't it? I'm going to cut the chain down. What does that mean? You have a black screen. Am I gone? Okay. I need to know what I'm ordering size-wise, not a clue on rings. The most common jump ring is a 6mm or an 8mm. Let me see if I can show you. This one that I just used, I think is like a 10 or a 12mm. And then the 8mm are, here's a 6mm size. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but they're real small, just a 6mm. And then the 8mm, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but you can get them thick and thin. This one's a split. I love using split rings because whatever you put on that will not come off. Now, a jump ring, if you don't get it closed right, it will come off. So you got to be careful when you're closing your jump rings. Okay, what do you think? Do I need to shorten that chain? Yeah. Thanks for coming in, Belinda. I appreciate it. And I know you're feeling better today. I'm so happy for you. So that's all I'm going to say. But I know you're happy. I'm going to cut this chain down just a bit. It's too long. This chain, you just use your pliers and cut it. Put it back on. See, I'll take a stick pin apart many times and until I get what I want. And put the pink on. So after this, ladies, I think I'm gonna go and start my day. It might be a day that I get out of the house if the weather cooperates. Yesterday we had hi Mary, how you doing? We had freezing rain, ice, snow. We had the works yesterday, so I was told to stay home. Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice about that. Now see, if I was concentrating and not reading text and stuff, I would redo this because I think this needs a bigger bead in the center, or maybe up right here, a bigger bead. See, this is just all one row of basically all the same. So there's that one, and I'm not going to close this one this time, but I think they're cute with the little chain and dangles, huh? This one, I've got too big of a jump ring on there, so I'll change that. Yeah, you guys keep subbing to one another and pick up some subbies. And now, let me see, who was it? I think Deb Hulk. If you're a sub to her, go to her channel. Am I blurry? Have I gone out of focus? She has a link on her. Okay. I think is it okay now? I'm moving too much, I think. It's okay, Mary. If you don't have a channel, we can still sub to you because one day you might have a channel. Have I come back in focus? This happened. Okay, so I'm gonna close down everybody, and I'll try and be on tomorrow with a chunky charm dangle. Okay, since I'm out of focus, there's no use watching. So thank you all for coming in this morning. I really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. See, how do I stop this? I can't quite figure out how to stop it. Let's see, I'm recording. Let's see.